9.
So, taking plenty of time. Now the ball is in the air and the tip rolling around and picked up for Michigan City Rogers by Vern Simmons. Lets traffic clear, just steps across the 10-second line into the forecourt, deep out there, and we'll see what the type of game plan they've got. Right now it looks like they're going to go to a slow-down offense, and normally this is a run-and-gun type of a ball team that will score a lot of points, make about 30 errors a ball game, but right now they're going to pull a stall here on the Berries to get this game underway. Michigan City Rogers just holding the ball at mid-floor. The official now motions Logansport's defense to come out, press him a little bit. Here's a pass over to Simmons. He's got his foot on the edge of the center ring, down onto the far right sideline in the pivot, and traveling is going to be called on Solomon Williams, and the Berries will get the ball. Well, we'll see if Michigan City's Rogers, I don't think that good of a ball-handling team to pull a freeze. Jay Williams bringing it down for the Berries into the circle. He's in traffic and is hit and fouled right off the bat by the Berry Bowl for this late afternoon game. Williams' inbounds pass goes out to Eric Sweet, who's starting the game in place of Kinnaman. Now Jay Williams over to Sweet on the right side, deep down the right sideline to Flowers. Give and go to Sweet. His layup is good. Sweet scores, and the Berries have the 2-0 lead. Simmons on the dribble now for Rogers Raiders, bringing it straight up the floor. Passing it over on this side now to Kerwin Edwards. Back out to Simmons. On the far side to Wilson. Cross-court pass out deep and onto the sideline now to Brett Kiner. And Rogers is going to hold the ball. Well, this is unexpected. Coach Jim Williams is up directing his defense in the way he wants them to play in this slow-down offense game thrown at the Berries here by Rogers Raiders. 2-0 Logansport leads. We're a minute and a half into the ball game. And the Raiders are just moving the ball around the outside perimeter of the Berries defense. Berries have it tucked back in now with the Sweet and Williams no further out than the free throw line, and the referee can option them to order them to come out. They're just playing catch. Two guards back there. Now they'll throw it down the right sideline, back out to Simmons, and it's the old stall ball game. And I'll have to admit, Jim, this caught me by surprise. I wasn't looking for this at all. No activity here from the Rogers offense. They're just passing the ball around the outside perimeter of the Berries zone. With the ball now, number 22, Brett Kiner, just hands it out here to Kerwin Edwards. Now on the right side, it goes down to Wilson, back out to the guard, Simmons. They have, looks like, no intention of breaking for the basket because no players are cutting. They're all standing pretty much in the same area, just passing the ball back and forth.
No longer Logan responsibility to force a play either, Vic. It's got to be Michigan City. They're behind.
They're going to have to take it, right. The Berries have the 2-0 lead, and they're running time off the clock here in the first quarter. We're down to 5:15 to play. No effort at all being made by Rogers to move the ball toward the basket. Now the Berry fans begin to get the boo birds out. And Simmons comes clear over to the Michigan City bench to get some instructions from Coach Bill Hand before he runs back into the forecourt to take a pass, holding it out there deep in the right side, passing it down to the forward Marv Wilson. Wilson just holding it. Berries lead 2-0, are content just to sit back in their zone defense, while Michigan City Rogers is content just to play catch with the ball near the right sideline and back near the 10-second line. We're down to 4 minutes, 35 seconds. At this rate, the game's going to be over early.
6:23.
Yeah, we said the game's got to be over by sundown. All right. Wilson just holds the ball. Michigan City is just not moving, so there's no play-by-play to describe. 4 minutes, 15 seconds to go. We're almost to the midway point of the first quarter.
Harry can't call foul.
The Rogers Raiders have come out against the Berries with a stall game. They got the opening tip, were called for traveling. Berries got the ball, took it down on a give and go with Eric Sweet scoring a lay-in, and that has been the only field goal in this ball game. It's 2-0. Logansport leading here with 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the first quarter, and Michigan City Rogers is stalling. Well, anybody that came to scout the Berries today aren't going to get to see anything if this type of an offense keeps moving. Pass down to Wilson on the right side. Now the Berries come out, force the issue, and loose ball is picked up, and Berries take it away. Eric Sweet gets it. Suddenly, Logansport's zone defense became aggressive and took the ball away from Rogers. Here's Williams driving down the lane, in with the layup. It's good. Jay Williams scoring, and it's 4-0 Logansport. Now let's see what the Rogers Raiders will do. They go back to their stall game. 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Wilson just holding the ball out there near the right sideline, about halfway down. Back out to Simmons. Back to Wilson. 3 minutes left in the quarter, and the score 4-0. The Berries lead. In fact, Michigan City Rogers has not even taken a shot at the basket yet in this ball game. Simmons holding the ball back to Wilson on the right side. 2:45 to go in the quarter. And now big Kerwin Edwards comes over to the bench to get some instructions from Coach Bill Hahn. Meanwhile, the other four Rogers players are just standing around with Wilson holding the ball on the right side, and the Berries zone is just content at the moment to stay right back, tucked in around the free throw line to the basket. 2 minutes, 25 seconds to go. Michigan City Rogers offense right now isn't an offense. Now Edwards trots back over to the Michigan City bench to talk to Coach Bill Hahn, while the rest of his teammates come down to play catch. Here's a pass into the circle to Kiner, and he comes right back out to Simmons. Now on the side to Wilson. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. The Berries 4, Rogers nothing, as Michigan City Rogers coming out with a stall game. Now let's see if they start to move the ball a little. We're getting a little bit of cutting in and out around the free throw lane by number 22, Brett Kiner. Here's a pass over to Solomon Williams, who's playing out. Now to Simmons. Right side to Wilson. Minute and 40 seconds to go in the quarter. 4-0 Logansport leading. Pass right in the mid-floor on top of the key. Comes to Kiner. Giving it back to Simmons nearing the time stripe. Over to Wilson, right side to the free throw circle. Kiner with the ball and is fouled by Jay Williams. No, an offensive foul is going to be called on Kiner for throwing it up. 27 to go here in the first period. 6-0 or 4-0 Logansport leading. And Michigan City Rogers has not taken a shot yet in the ball game. Jones to Williams, and the Berries look like they may go to a four-point offense. Four-corner offense now. Here's Jones back out to Eric Sweet. 1:10 to play in the quarter. Sweet just dribbling the ball out here deep near the 10-second line. Down the right side to Jay Williams. Spread zone employed defensively by Michigan City Rogers. Pass almost tipped down the corner to Sweet. Out to Jones. 50 seconds to go now. Jones with it. Right, left corner. Eric Sweet back out to Dave Jones. To Sweet. Back to Jones. Out to Williams. To Jones. 40 seconds to go. Sweet from the corner puts it in. Eric Sweet hits that jump shot from the left corner, and the Berries lead 6-0. 34 seconds to go. And Michigan City Rogers. Here's the pass inbounds from Dave Jones, and it will come in the corner to Sweet. He'll shoot from this side. Good again. 8-0. The Berries lead with 27 seconds to play. Rogers still has not taken a shot at the basket. Nearing the end of the first quarter. Stall offense employed by Michigan City Rogers. Here's Wilson, right side, back out to the guard Simmons. Now on the left side, Kiner, back to Simmons. 10 seconds to go. Simmons in the pivot. Turnaround shot by Solomon Williams. No good. Follow through is up and in. And scoring was Wilson, I think, wasn't it? 1 second to go. Williams' long desperation shot is no good. That's the end of the quarter with the... Here's the tip, and Mullins will tip it up, and the ball is finally picked up for the Berries by Dave Jones. In the ball game now, Brian Allen for Rogers. A 5'11 junior is coming at guard. Here's Sweet with the ball deep on the right side. Rogers back in their zone defense. Jones down the far corner to Williams. Williams back out to Jones. Back to Williams on the left side, past the middle, and the shot blocked by Solomon Williams as Mullen, it's no good. Along the lane, Mullen's second free throw attempt is in, and the Berries have a 9-2 lead. Berries coming out with kind of a zone press, but Rogers gets it up. Allen with the ball, and a loose ball tipped up and recovered by Flowers. Tipped over to him by Jones. Flowers takes it in, has a block shot on the lay-in, recovered by Rogers. Allen will bring the ball up the floor. Let's see if they are going to stall, if they're going to move it now, try to get some baskets. Exchange of passes here, Allen and Kerwin Edwards. Edwards with it deep on the left side, top of the key to Brian Allen. Berries back in their zone. They still exchange passes out here. Now we'll go to the far side to Wilson, back out to Allen. Allen came in to replace Simmons at guard. Still not moving to the basket. A pass in under, and Solomon Williams with the ball, and it's almost on the way. Now he goes up in the air and travels with the ball. traveling violation against Michigan City Rogers. Berry's guards are Sweet and Williams. The forwards are Flowers and Jones with Mullen in the center. Jones with the ball on the left side. Down the corner to Flowers. And we're getting an offensive foul against Mullen. Called in the middle. And they'll bring it up the floor. Team fouls. Rogers has 3. The Berries have 1. On the dribble now, Dave Reed. Passing off on this side to Kiner. Back out to Reed. Working to the edge of the free throw circle. Comes back out with the ball. And then fires it down to Brian Allen on the right side. Back out to Reed. Back to Allen. Back out to Reed again. They're still not going to the basket. It's kind of a stall type of an offense employed here by the Rogers Raiders. They trail 9-2 with 6:06 to go in the half. Here's a jump shot, 15 feet. No good. Rebound. Out of bounds. It'll be Rogers' ball. Allen of the Raiders. Ask why, and then runs down to the end of the floor. Here comes Jay Williams for the Berries, working the right side to Eric Sweet. Eric brings it toward the circle. Pass over to Jones. Down the left-hand corner to Williams. Back over to Sweet. Onto the baseline. Flowers' jump shot is no good. Mullen's rebound is in. First field goal for Matt Mullen. He has 3 points, and the Berries lead 11-2. 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. Rogers on the attack now. Brian Allen halfway down the right side, giving the ball back out here to Dave Reed. Back over to Allen. Berry still in the zone. Allen drives down toward the corner. Comes back out with a high pass. It almost gets away from Dave Reed. Gives it back to Allen. Back to Reed. 5:15 remaining in the half. 11-2. The Berries lead. Reed just walking around dribbling near the timeline. A pass down this corner now to Edwards. Back out. And Michigan City will take timeout with 5:05. They tried the stall and fell behind. Now they trail by 9. Jump pass over to Wilson. Back in the ball game for Michigan City Rogers. Out on top of the key. A pass down to the pivot to Edwards. Back out to Wilson. Now to the guard. Dave Reed. Out in the corner to Wilson. Cross-court pass tipped up in the air and finally recovered by Allen and takes a jump shot from the lane and scores. Brian Allen gets the second field goal for the Raiders, and it's 11-4. 4.5 minutes to play in the first half. Williams across the time stripe, over to Jones left side, and Jones travels with the ball, drug that pivot foot. From the side of the floor, Allen bounces the ball now into Dave Reed, and he'll bring it up on the right-hand dribble. Berries lead by 7. Here's Reed with the ball being trapped, passes off to Allen on the left side, pass in underneath, comes the big guy Edwards, and he goes for the layup, doesn't get it. The Berries will bring it up floor on the offensive foul. Williams, the playmaker of the Berries, sophomore guard, passing to Sweet on the right side. Eric works in toward the edge of the free throw circle, gives it back out to Jones, far corner to Williams, pass in the pivot to Mullen. His shot is no good, too strong, and lost out of bounds. The rebound will go to Logansport. 11, Rogers 4, the slow-down game. Dave Jones' pass will go out deep to Jay Williams. On the right side, Sweet down the corner. Jones pops the one-hander into the basket. His first field goal, and the Berries lead 13-4. 3:45 to go now. Up quickly for Rogers, moves Dave Reed. Big lanky guard. Far side to Wilson, halfway down. Back out to Reed. Reed slowly moving in the pivot to Edwards in the lane. Shot over Mullen is good. Edwards scores his first basket, and it's 13-6. The Berries leading in the ball game with 3:25 to go. And a long way to play yet. Still anybody's ball game. Here's Eric Sweet with it. Way out here on the right side. Moves in, down the corner now to Flowers. Back out to Sweet. Rogers sticking to his own. Far corner, Williams lets it go. It's no good. The rebound tipped up no good. Flowers had it, lost it. Comes back up forward. Allen recovers it for Rogers. He'll head out to the side now. Wait for everybody to catch up. Finds Reed with a pass. Tucks it under his arm and just holds it, looking down the lane. 2:55 to go here in the first half. Here's Allen with the ball, left side. Bounce pass out on top of the key. Reed takes it to the line with a jump shot. It's in and out, no good, and Flowers rebounds for the Berries. Now to Jay Williams, and he'll follow the pack up the floor. 2 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in the first half. Williams over to Sweet for a long one for the left side. It's no good. And Solomon Williams rebounds for Michigan City. Up to Brian Allen. Takes a 15-foot jump shot. Banks it in. And the Raiders are beginning to fight back now. And the Berries will take time as it's a third.
Coach out there, out on the floor while the play was in.
Is that right?
They just teched him for it.
started to dribble it up, and a technical has been called. Dave Jones shoots the technical free throw, and he makes it. Berries will get the ball out of bounds. If it's called on the player on the floor, a technical is one shot. And Jones gets the second technical free throw. 2:24 remaining in the half. Berries lead by 7. Pass over to the far side to Jones. Davey deep on the left side. Comes toward the top of the key with the bounce pass to Sweet. Over in the corner to Williams. Back out to Sweet. To Jones to Sweet. Down to Williams. Back out to Sweet deep. Up the right side. Eric moves toward mid-floor now. And is fouled by Brian Allen. It is his play. Been averaging right at 8 points a game. He has 6 already. The free throw is good. He's ready. And the right-hand effort is up and in. 17-8, Logansport leading. Here's a pass over to the far side. Now back to Allen as they work it against the Berries press. In underneath for an easy layup, and scoring is Kerwin Edwards, his second basket. And it's 17-10. And Rogers looked good against the Berries zone press and that bring down of the ball. Williams attacking now for Logansport. Works the left side with a bounce pass to Jones. Now to Williams. Back to Jones. In the middle, the ball is tipped away from Mullen and recovered by Rogers. Bringing it back. Simmons with the ball. He came back in during the timeout to Allen at the free throw line. Pass off underneath, and Solomon Williams dumps it in. His fourth point, and it's 17-12. The Berries lead cut to 5 with a minute 25 to play in the first half. Williams working the right side with the pass down to Sweet. Back out to Williams. Rogers still in their spread zone defense.
5 of 6 this quarter for Rogers.
Rogers has hit 5 of 6 this quarter. Here's a jumper by Sweet. It's no good, and Solomon Williams rebounds for the Raiders. Gets it up to Brian Allen. He walks the ball up the floor. Now leaves it for Vern Simmons. 58 seconds remaining. Jump pass down the side. Allen shooting over Mullen. He had a spinner come off the ring. Flowers had the rebound. Was in the lane. But Sweet recovers it, and a foul is called on him is Doug Merriweather. Here's the free throw by Sweet. It's good. In the air. He's got it. Eric now with 10 points. The Berries lead 19-12. 49 seconds to go. Trying to beat the press down. Here's a loose ball, and it's tipped away by Mullen. Recovered the Berries by Jay Williams. He's being guarded tightly now by Brian Allen. Over to Dave Jones. In the middle to Mullen. Pass off to Flowers. Quick layup is good underneath. Flowers' first field goal. 21-12. The Berries lead with half a minute to go. That equals our biggest lead, 9 points. They had him down 11-2 in the first quarter. Here's traveling on Rogers, and the Berries will get it back on the turnover. But they haven't been running and gunning here this afternoon. They've been holding the ball more than anything else. All right, 18 seconds to go. The Berries will probably run the clock down before they take the last shot here in the half ends. Williams out deep to Jones, back to Williams, back to Jones on the left side. In the pivot to Mullen, and he's fouled by number 3. 7 seconds to go in the half. Here's the 6'9 senior's free throw. It's good. Has the bonus coming. It's up and in. Berries will offer pressure full court now. Rogers gets it right into Jeff Flowers with 5 seconds to go. In, back out to Jones for the long one-hander. No good. Out to Sweet, who takes the shot, misses it, and that's the end of the Michigan City Rogers here at halftime. 23-12. That's the halftime score. We're set to go, and Mullins tips the ball out to Dave Jones, and he expected Eric Sweet. Ball goes out of bounds, so Michigan City will put it in play. Working up the floor now comes big number 20, Dave Reed, with a pass to the right side to the forward Wilson. Back to Reed, a loose ball, and Jones recovers it for the Berries, fires it down to Sweet, who races in with a layup. It's no good. Flowers on the follow-through, scores, and a foul is called. Flowers at the 15-foot line, a 74% free throw shooter on the year. He missed the shot. The ball knocked out of bounds by Mullen. It will be Rogers. Simmons takes the bounce pass in from Brian Allen. Just getting underway here in the third quarter. The Berries lead at 25-12. In the pivot. Pass off underneath, deflected by Flowers, and a foul is called on the Berries. And it will go onto the corner, right into the hands of Vern Edwards. Back to Allen. Back out top of the key. Yeah, on the pivot, it's Brian Solomon's shot is no good, and the rebound taken by the Berries' Jeff Flowers. Jay Williams, all by himself, brings the ball up to the Berries, on to Jones on the left side. Dave comes back out to mid-floor and travels with the ball, dragging his pivot foot a little bit. Goes over to Michigan. 25-12, the Berries lead, 7 minutes remaining in the third period of play. Here's a cross-court pass tipped away by the Berry zone. In fact, Eric Sweet got a hand on it. Then Dave Jones controls it, and Jay Williams will bring it up the floor. Down the corner to Jones, fakes in the pivot, back out to Williams, back to Jones in the corner, the screen by Mullen. Jones shot no good. Rebound pulled in for Michigan City Rogers by Kerwin Edwards. Simmons brings it down, over to Wilson. Cross-court pass is tipped out of bounds by Jeff Flowers, and Jeff trying to recover it goes up to about the third row of the Berries. Wilson for the Raiders. Raiders put it in play. Simmons to Edmonds, back out to Simmons, on the far side to Allen, back out to Simmons, now to Edmonds, back out into the free throw circle. Simmons giving it over to Allen again, mid-floor to Simmons, down the right side, then they'll give it back to the line. Allen is there, the shot is bouncing in. Brian Allen gets his third field goal of the ball game and his 6th point, and it's a 25-14 lead for the Berries, 2 minutes into the third quarter. Williams heads for the right side of the floor, down the corner to Eric Sweet, back to the free throw circle to Jones, over to Williams, back to Sweet. Eric lets her go, it's no good. Rebound will be controlled by Rogers. Here comes Brian Allen trying to fast break. Now he'll work across the free throw circle, gives off to Edmonds, back out deep to Simmons. Edmonds down the right side, the left-handed jump shot is no good, and Edwards underneath scores and is fouled on the play. Here if Edwards gets the free throw. Right hand attempt is up and it's good. First free throw attempt of the game by the Raiders, and they make the most of it. 25-17, the Berries lead by 8 points. 35 to go in the third quarter. Here's Jones, corner, back out to Williams. Worked into the free throw circle, back down to Jones. In the pivot, Mullen takes it to the board. A spinner off the rim, but he's fouled. 70% free throw shooter on the season. His attempt is no good. Here's the second effort by Mullen. It's no good. He missed them both, and Edwards rebounds for the Raiders. Over to Allen, and now Simmons will bring the ball up on the dribble. Top of the key on this side, it's Edmonds with the ball. Back to Simmons. Now to Allen on the left side. Out to the edge of the key to Simmons. Over to Edmonds. Left-handed jump shot is no good, and Mullins rebounds for the Berries. Over to Williams. Neither team doing too much scoring here. They've outscored us 5-2 in this quarter, with 5 minutes to play in the third period. Here's Williams with the ball, bouncing it to Jones, back to Williams from the circle. Jay puts it up and through. That's Williams' second field goal, his 4th point, and the Berries have a 10-point lead, 27-17. 4:45 left in the third period. Raiders started the game with a stall tactic. Back took only 2 shots the entire first quarter. Here's a ball tipped and stolen by Flowers. He races down, a defender in front of him, can't go into the basket, circles back out now, over to Jones, who leaves it for Jay Williams. It's for the top of the key, comes back with the pass to Sweet, now in the middle to Mullins, and traveling is called on that. To the Berries look in the third quarter. Your host, Berger Chevrolet Buick, Logan Sports Savings, the Brokerage House, and Coca-Cola. Taking his time on the dribble now, Vern Simmons. Looks to the right, passes down in the corner to Brian Allen. Pass back out, could get away from, but was saved, and then Jay Williams knocks it out of bounds. Inbounds now to Simmons. Rogers pretty well have given up the stall game, and here's a pass and a pivot, and the foul is ball out of bounds. Pass comes into Simmons, over to Edmonds. Pass back to Simmons near the left guard slot, now to the top of the circle. Right side to Allen. Works down the right side of the ball. Scores. Allen now with 8 points in the game, and it's 27-19. The Berries lead by 8. 2:40 to play, third period. Jones in the corner is open for a 15-footer, and he scores. Dave Jones with 6. It's 29-19. The Berries by 10. 3.5 to go now in the third period. Pass over. Edmonds on the left side, being trapped by the Berries and being fouled, and it's an offense for the Berries. Now all the little people are out there. All right, Rogers putting the ball in play on that foul charge to Jay Williams. Here's Simmons at the free throw circle, out on the side to Reed. Pass the pivot is flipped away by Flowers, but Flowers in the process first half, and they tried to stall. Here's the free throw by Williams. It's short off the front of the rim, and Kinnaman rebounds for Logansport. Leaves it for Sweet, who in turn gives to Williams, and he'll bring it up the floor. Berries are playing with the short offense now. Mullins is on the bench with 3 fouls. Here's Williams down the corner to Sweet. Back out to Williams, over to Kinnaman. Long pass down the corner to Eric Sweet. Williams back to Sweet, back to Williams, back to Sweet. Dribbles the ball up once and returns it back to Williams. 2:45 to play here in the third quarter. Now to Kinnaman in the left corner. Eric dribbles the ball one time, looks around. High arching pass comes out to Williams. Taking the time to get picked off. Kinnaman back out to Sweet, over to Flowers. Jeff covered up, returns it to Williams, down the corner to Kinnaman, drives the baseline, and keeps back to the line, over to Flowers. Short push shot, no good. Rebound by Kerwin Edwards of Michigan City Rogers. 2:20 to play, third quarter. The Berries lead by 10, 29-19. Over to the far side. Edmonds with the ball for the Raiders. Back out to the guard. Vern Simmons, top of the free throw circle on the left side to Edmonds. Passing the pivot. We're getting a lane violation against the Raiders. That'll give the Berries probably Conference Central will be here Wednesday in a 4:30 game. And the date is yet to be picked for the Lafayette makeup with the Broncos. Here's Williams with the ball, and he's bumped and fouled by Vern Way, third period, leading the Raiders 29-19. Berries have scored 6 points in this quarter. They've scored 7. Kinnaman has the ball. Berries are playing very deliberate on offense right now. Kinnaman, right side, back out deep to Williams. Minute 40 to play. Now to Sweet, back out to Williams. The Berries with a 3-guard offense. Mullins is on the bench. So the Berries are throwing a little bit of the stall now at Rogers. Here's Sweet down the left sideline, back out to Jay Williams. Minute 24 to play. Williams working the left sideline. Now to Kinnaman at mid-floor, back over to Williams. Down the left side to Sweet, back out to Williams. To the right side, Kinnaman returns the ball to Williams. Minute 10 to play now in the third quarter. The Berries lead 29-19. Berries have had the lead all afternoon. Here's Kinnaman back to Williams on the right side. Kinnaman again. 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Back out to Sweet. Berries working the ball, trying to draw Michigan City out away from the basket. Sweet drives in the lane and goes down and draws the foul in the process. Jones' pass comes up to Williams, and he travels. Right away, started a little. Rogers inbounds the ball now to Vern Simmons. Steps into the forecourt. Top of the free throw circle, over to Edmonds on the left side. Back out to Simmons. Now to Reed. Pretty tight in the pivot. The ball to the right side, getting it into Solomon Williams, who takes a shot and scores. That's his 6th point of the game, and now the Berries lead 29-21. 8-point lead for those 25 seconds to go. Williams pass to Sweet. Berries are probably running down here. Williams with it in the circle, over to Eric Sweet. 16 seconds to go. Back out to Williams, now to Sweet. Eric drives in the lane, gets it back to Williams. 10 seconds to go. Williams comes down, back to Kinnaman. 8 seconds to play. Kinnaman gives to Jones. He's open. The shot is good. Jones scores. Rogers trying to get it in. 1 second to go. They do not get the shot away. That's the end of the third quarter with the score. Logansport 31 and Michigan City Rogers 21. With Matt Mullen and the tip. And Mullen controls it, knocked around, and finally we're going to get a foul call here against, here's his free toss. It's good. Now the bonus for the big guy. In the air and off the back of the rim, bounces off. Taken by Williams for Rogers. Bouncing it over here on this side to Vern Simmons, and he'll head up the middle of the floor. Now to Reed in the middle. There's Edwards with a shot off the back of the rim, tipped up, no good. Ron Edmonds putting it up. Berries with a 9-point lead. We're in the first minute of play of the fourth quarter. Williams with the ball, down to Jones on the left sideline, back out to Jay Williams. Down to Flowers, back out to Sweet, back to Flowers. Jeff holds it now, he'll fire it out to Williams, who drives toward the free throw circle, down the lane, and draws the foul. Foul ball game, averaging about 8. His free throw, no good, a spinner. And Rogers controls the rebound. Here comes Simmons, the playmaker, on the side. Brian Allen shooting over a screen, off the side of the rim, and the ball tipped over to Dave Jones. The Berries get control. Now to Eric Sweet. 1 minute in the fourth quarter is gone, and we're going to get a referee's whistle. And 32-23, Logansport leading. Sweet's pass into Jay Williams. Bring it practically all the way back up the length of the floor. Williams pass down the left side to Jones. Williams comes over and takes a handoff, and reaching in and grabbing. All here, drops this one in. Williams' second free throw attempt no good, and Simmons rebound for Rogers. 6:45 to play in the game. He's up by 10. Here's a pass to the side, out of bounds to Rogers ball. Right here for the Raiders, and he does to Simmons. On the right side, Brian Allen. Back out to Simmons. Over to Allen on the right side of the circle. At the line now, jump shot by Edmonds is there. Edmonds scores, and it's 33-25. Berries by 8. 6:25 to go. Sweet with a pass down the right corner to Flowers. Flowers looking. And the pass back is loose ball recovered by the Berries, almost stolen by Rogers, but Williams recovers it, takes it down the lane, lays it up and in. Williams scores for the Berries. That's 7 points for him in the game, and it's 35-25. Logan scored on top. 6 minutes remaining to play. Fifth quarter coming up after the game with Coach Jim Williams. Here's Brian Allen. It's the first shot the Berries have taken this quarter. Berries have a 10-point lead with 5:50 to go. Rogers putting the ball in play. Brian Allen to the right side to Edmonds. Back to Allen. Drives down with a long one-handed jump shot. High off the rim. And the rebound saved by Dave Jones. Getting it out to Williams. Circles around the cleared traffic. Brings the ball up the floor. Nearing the 5.5 minute mark. Williams down the lane. Stops. Sets up Jones, who's wide open for an easy lay-in. That's 10 points for Jones, and it's 37-25. The Berries by 12. Rogers attacking now. Edmonds, long 20-foot jump shot off the flip of the rim, and it's pulled down by Mullins on the rebound for the Berries. Ball up with the net at the 10-second line by Edmonds. Williams drives, sets up Jones again, but we're going to have a foul call. Williams at the line with 1-1. The free throw is good. And the bonus is also good. 39-25. Logansport leading with 5 minutes to play. Berries using a press against Rogers here. Long pass up floor, and Flowers tips it over to Matt Mullen. The Berries steal it on the press. Now Jay Williams. And Jim Williams, the coach, tells him to go to the four-corner offense. And the Berries are going to split their offense and try to work it down the lane for an open shot. Get Rogers in a defensive mistake. Here's Sweet out to Williams. Over to Sweet. 10-foot jump shot. Good. Sweet now with 12 points in the ballgame, and it's 41-25. The Berries extending their lead here over Rogers. Brian Allen with a long 20-foot jump shot. No good. Rebound taken by Kerwin Edwards. He puts it through. He has 9 points per game now. Rogers looked like he might press, but it drops back as the Berries put the ball in play. 4:10 to go, 41-27. Williams down the lane, draws the foul. No, he's going to be called for pounding the ball. Play from the end of the floor now. Here's the pass from Lewis at the free throw line. Solomon Williams in the lane with a jump shot, and it drops in for him, giving him 8 points in the contest. And making it 3 minutes 50 seconds to play. The Berries lead 41-29. Here's Eric Sweet over to Mullen on the left side. Back out to Flowers. Berries spread their offense again, going to the four-corner bit. Williams at mid-floor to Flowers. Back out to Williams. He drives down the lane and tried to lay it up and lost control of the ball. I know he might have changed his mind to try to pass off to Mullen on the left side. Will bring it up the floor. Fifth quarter coming up after the game. The bench warmers tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. from the Bargain Center. Lewis onto the baseline, and here's the ball kicked out of back. Rogers has had only 2 attempts in the whole ball game. This one is good. Drops it through. 41-31. Berries led by 14 was their biggest lead. Now they lead by 10. Here's Jay Williams working it down. On the right side, loses the ball. It's recovered by Rogers. Looping pass down floor to Solomon Williams. Turns around with a shot and draws a foul on Jeff Flowers. And the first of 2 is good. Could be 6 if he gets this free throw, and he did. And now it's 41-33. Back to an 8-point lead. Rogers is pressing. Eric Sweet on the dribble. Up the right side. Pass down to Jones. Back out to Sweet. To Flowers, mid-floor. 3 minutes left in the ball game. Berries holding on to an 8-point lead. 6 straight points scored on them by Rogers, and Jim tells me they have now taken as many shots in the game as the Berries have. Here's a 5-4. Free throw is good. He makes it. Back to a 9-point lead, 10-point lead I think it is, isn't it? 42-33. 43 should be, isn't it, Jim?
Should be.
There they finally put it up on the board. Number 10. Two shots, deliberate foul.